Hey there. Level 3. Extreme modesty or loud bragging. So, in life, there are things that we tell or we keep to ourselves in many things and many occasions. And one of them is, for example, good deed, acting and doing kindness and acting kindly or helping someone, and with humbleness and modesty you help them, but you don't tell that you help them, or you keep it to yourself, or you tell them, hey, look, I'm helping you, I'm here doing everything for you, this, so you let them know. But before I get going, I want to tell you a story that I never shared before, and that's when I was in primary school. We had a gathering at the end of the courses, lectures, and like by the noon time, they're announcing, hey, we are organizing cleaning event in the school, and whoever collects the most plastic bottles or caps or like trash and puts them into like a trash bag and brings to a location and records will win. But of course, I just thought, oh, well, so what was it? And I asked to my friend. I didn't listen, so I was quiet and naughty child. And I asked, hey, what was this about? And he said, oh, we will collect, and if we collect trash, we're going to win, I don't know, some kind of snacks or like free box of chocolate or snacks or something, or like computer or something. I really forgot. But I was like, wait, I don't need to tell anyone. I will go and collect all of them. And about an hour later, I went back home and I rushed back to the school. And about hour or two later, I came back to school. Nobody's here. I know nobody's there. So I grabbed that big black or boxes like or of trash, which was like 2 times the bigger than me. And right before I start, I saw somebody's coming like through the school. It was because it was publicly open at the time. People didn't worry about safety reasons or something, and it was open, so everybody was freely walking in the school. And I immediately turned the trash bag, hide myself in, and I'm watching and hearing them while the trash bag is in such a location. And anyway, by the time passed, after silence, I looked around under the bin and there's nobody, and then I continue collecting. I know all the like cleaners, like workers of school left, so I went there and I collect all the trash in the school because I didn't like it personally. As a child, I was aware that there's something wrong, that when the trash is there, I don't know, bananas there, you can slip down, or if somebody trashes down a piece of gum, or like a jelly, it's annoying to step on and all of a sudden your feet sticks and you cannot take it off. So I was annoyed of that, and for that reason I wanted to do some goodness and I wanted to hide it to myself. I didn't tell anyone and I didn't feel obliged to tell because I didn't know that we need to tell in order to get the rewards. So I cleaned all the school by myself, all the trash, all the big like the trash I collected was like at least 2 times more than the first place winner. But I didn't tell none of my teachers, none of the workers, none of my friends. I just collected and I just waited until the announcement comes. And when announcement came, I was like, what? Why they don't call me? Because I was thinking in my head that I do this, I know it, and that's enough. It's good reasoning when you're a child and doing something really good. But if you want to win some reward or publicly announce it the way that you did it, is not the good way. I learned it in good way. And even at the time I realized, hell, doesn't matter. I did it, the action is the reward for itself. So I did it. I cleaned all the school. I know that I did it and I worked more than the workers. It doesn't mean that they need to know or nothing, but I know that I did the kindness. So there's the dilemma. On the other hand, if you do not brag about what you're doing, for example, let's say my father is selling cleaning equipment. Like, when he told me, I was like, so who cares about this? But the moment I grabbed it and I used it, and from biochemical educational aspect, sometimes I'm thinking in motion of molecular, like what's going on in the air right now, like which molecule is moving which way, imagining by myself, and sometimes using flashlight, to spot which light's going which way, or if it's like a liquid, I observe by using advantage of the sunlight and the direction that where it goes, like such as the technique that spectrophotometry equipments use it. Anyway, let me keep it very simple also for the sake of my mind. So, I'm observing and I thinking of these things, and then like, wow, this equipment is amazing. Like 0.9 microns down to pulling, like, what? The size and the power and how good quality it is, and it just doesn't let the things go away. I will not use brand, but I know it enough. So, but I'm bragging, so trying to find the middle way anyway. So what happened there? He told me, but I didn't listen. But if, so the reason I didn't listen, he told me in a way that didn't get my attention. So if you're not loudly bragging about something, no one's going to know. No one's going to know what kind of goodness you're doing and things. So this is the thing recently I discovered by meditating on ideas and my actions, and how my days goes on and how efficiently I'm using, and how good I'm doing and how the progress is going. Is it going better, getting better, or am I going backwards, or I'm staying still? And which also means I'm going backwards. So I need to keep the motion up. So observing these things, it just gave me an idea, and I want to share today in this level. And for me, it's a very interesting topic because I cannot stop talking about this. It's unbelievable. For example, one of my dreams, there's like a alley of freedom, and that's one of my dreams. So like, I want to, like, if I was wealthy, I mean, in occasion of money, let's say, I want to, lay down like tables that eyesight cannot see it anymore. So it's like hundreds of tables lying down in a single line, and all of the people, homeless, rich, doesn't matter, and talk it with charities and foundations and do something like this, and for hungry people, or something, give up food. And I would love to be there, but do it secretly. I don't know, as a cleaner, or I don't know, as a cook, putting the food and like, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your dinner. Like this. I would love to do that, but secretly, if I was rich. Now I'm not rich, so I'm bragging. So you know that I want to do something like this because I learned a lesson, and that's the thing, is this. If I can do it, I will do the kindness and the good deed. I will know, God will know, and maybe perhaps the people that helped me to arrange it will know. That is enough for me. On the other hand, if I'm not capable of, such as, getting more success that I desire, or what I have in my mind, or my ideas that I cannot do, so I'm sharing, maybe somebody will do, and maybe they will say like, hey, there was a guy, I don't know, like, kind of, he was talking about it and he inspired me, and now I can do it, and thanks to him, I'm doing it. Or he doesn't even need to say that. That if I see it, that's enough for me. So one of it, for example, I want to share this as well. In COVID times, I couldn't sleep, I'm in home, I'm thinking about future, like 5 years ago. Like, what should I do? What to do? What to do? Future's waiting, time's going by, I'm young, I need to do something and meaningful in my life, and to contribute to humanity, let alone going to moon or going to Mars, but going to Pluto, going to Eris, like going more further. I'm giving these examples because these are the furthest that we know, but beyond our reach. That's my purpose. And thinking about that, I'm quite excited, and I can tell about this non-stop all day long. Anyway, let's keep it short. So I'm, telling about this, and like, I cannot sleep, but at the time I'm practicing, about violin, and I'm learning about musical, structures, and how the notes and the distance between notes and like half notes, and even between those notes, like there are very, very minor differences. For example, it's do, and it's between do and do diez or do major, however. But you know that there is a difference, very slight, but there it is, it exists. Even if it's not in perceptive level, it exists in frequencies or something that machines or maybe other beings can observe. So I'm, thinking all of this, and I cannot sleep, and ideas bombarding me in the middle of the night. About 4 a.m., I start to hear birds, singing, and I'm like, what? Oh my God, I want to sleep. Then this, like something clicked in my mind, and I'm like, wait, for me, they are making noise at the moment, but actually, maybe they are talking, maybe they're chatting, maybe they're singing, maybe there's something different that I don't know about is going on behind. So I started to pay attention, and as I pay attention, and more ideas started to flow, and so I get this idea, like, what if I could use machine learning and like AI, but at the time AI wasn't as popular as it is now. But I'm trying to find what will be the trending for the future, so I can step on and get successful on it. But I don't know, looking for opportunities. So I'm thinking, what if I could use like some kind of machine learning technique and like data science that I can learn, and do some kind of exploratory data analysis, and learn this and this, and put the sounds. Let's say birds makes one noise, you record it and you separated that musical tone, but he doesn't do just one tone, he mixes it like and their combinations. So I'm thinking like what these combinations could mean, And is there maybe perhaps a pattern that I can catch, which at the end I can use the, these machine learning or AI techniques to translate the bird's sounds into human language by using a median, or like meditary, or like some kind of uh, application, or like a interface to translate that, so I can, the system automatically translate into human language. Can be in English, that however we input it back, can be, I don't know, Lithuanian, can be Turkish, can be Russian, Chinese, I don't know. There's no limit, but the idea is enough. So it starts with the idea. So, I'm thinking this, like, maybe I could do something like this, and then I get to start, but then I start, the budgeting, and I'm alone, workforce, all these things coming on, and then I realize I need to brag a lot to get attention from and help from somebody, or I will leave it and just wait, Nobody needs to know of this idea, which I didn't share before, and nobody knows it. But about a year later or so, I heard, like, in Japan, some university, like PhD students, or like professors, or like researchers doing stuff on this, and I was relieved, kinda, but I'm like, damn, I also thought this idea, but I didn't do it, and they did it. But at the same time, I'm relieved that somebody did it. So that's the difference. Am I going to be extremely humble in my act, in my kindness? I will open the door for somebody, or I will make the system that the door opens by itself and nobody knows about it, which these, automated doors, that I don't know who made it, and thanks to them for making this. Or I'm going to brag loudly, like the unskippable YouTube ads, or like people, always bragging that, that those people around you, they brag, and they're constantly advertising themselves in many different shapes. If not, they are really good at catching attention. So that was the today's level I want to share you. I have many ideas about to share, but how to put them into one video. So instead of putting them on one videos, I will share them in levels. Like, it's actually just one big level, one big surface, one big horizon, but I will separate them into small pieces that can be digestible for me and for people, and also maybe in the future can be found easily by putting the levels and like their numbers, or their subjects or headlines. Yeah, for today, that's it. I have many ideas to share, many places to go, but that's it for today. And next steps is learning to control my voice, learning to control my words, and acting more, working more, serving more. And see you. Stay tuned, by the way. Cheers.